Good afternoon, and welcome to another lecture of this BJT, bipolar junction transistor, in which we have almost completed all the configurations, that is common base, common emitter, and common collector configuration. In the last class, we have studied the comparison between all the three: common base, common emitter, and common collector, uh, and uh, right. So common base, common emitter, common collector configuration. We have seen all this configuration and we have compared, and we came to know that common emitter is the best configuration that we can use as an amplifier because it is having low input impedance, high output impedance, and then it has having a maximum current gain that is from 20 to 500. It has voltage gain maximum, so 500 up to 500 it is having voltage gain. So that is why uh, we use common emitter amplifier. Now let us see the configuration one more time. So in that, what we have done in PNP transistor, this was supposed to be the base. I guess it is visible to you. I'm just drawing the circuit diagram of common emitter configuration like this. Okay, the emitter was supposed to be the common to both the input and the output. The input was supposed to be applied over here to the base. This is the AC signal that we are having. Then it is being given the biasing, right? So that this base emitter junction should remain in forward bias. This is a NPN transistor. So why I'm writing here, because we should be able to know uh, what type of polarity we are having. So this is positive, negative, and again positive. So this is positive and negative. So this is the biasing that we are supposed to give to the base emitter junction for to make it forward bias, right? And similarly, at the output, we are going to apply the load resistance over there, and we are expecting the output to come across the load resistance like this. So the base emitter junction should be reverse bias, and for that we are going to supply high voltage over here. So this was the circuit diagram, and here we are expecting the output VO across this load resistance RL. I am writing here RL, and the currents that are supposed to flow from here is the emitter current, that is IE. This is the base current, that is IB, and this is the collector current, that is IC. So we are having these three currents flowing through the circuit: IE, IB, and IC. This is the basic circuit diagram of a common emitter amplifier. And here you are able to see that this emitter is supposed to be common grounded and common to both input as well as the output, right? So we are taking the output across this load resistance RS. Now, what about the circuit? So we'll study this, how it is going to amplify that in the next classes, in the coming classes. Today we are going to study the characteristics of this common emitter amplifier configuration. So this is the configuration of common emitter. So I am writing here. This is the configuration for common emitter, right? So this is common emitter configuration, and today we are going to study about the different characteristics of common emitter amplifier, right? So common emitter amplifier. Now, what are the characteristics? The first characteristic that we are having is called as the input characteristics. I will write that. The first characteristic is called as the input characteristics. Now, input characteristics is nothing but the input resistance, right? So we call it as the input characteristic. I guess it is visible. INPUT, input characteristics. Input characteristics is nothing but the input resistance. Now what should be the input resistance over here? Input resistance, you know the formula according to the Ohm's law. Resistance is actually defined as the voltage upon the current. That is called as the input resistance, right? So we are looking from this side. So what would be the input resistance now? If you look from this direction, there is a current which is called as IB, and there is a voltage across this which we are calling as collector emitter voltage, right? So this is VCE. Okay. So what would be the input characteristics? Input characteristics should be the ratio of the VCE, voltage upon current, will give you resistance, right? So the basic formula of resistance is voltage by current. V equal to IR and R equal to V by I. Simple. Ohm's law, right? So I am doing that only. So input characteristics is nothing but the input resistance, and therefore we call it as VCE by IB. VCE by IB. So remember this, we are having VCE by IB, that is collector emitter voltage, and IB. Now we try to draw the graph of that. The input characteristics is the graph, is the curve which can be drawn between two things. The first is called as the IB, that is the base current. IB, I guess it is visible. This is the base current, and x-axis we are taking VCE. So this is a graph which is being plotted across voltage and current IB. And if you go through that, this is what the exact practical you have to do. And if you go through that, you'll come to know that for at constant some voltage like this, so we'll have a curve like this. Okay, at constant we are talking about uh, yes, we are taking it as 1 second. Yeah, at constant VCE, collector emitter voltage, right? Okay, so this is the graph, and from the graph, what you are able to see is, as you this graph, you can write 3 points on this. So this graph shows that we are having the graph similar to the forward bias characteristics of a PN junction diode. This is very similar to that. As you are able to see that the graph in the initial portion it is zero, and then it starts. So the current is zero, and as you go on increasing the collector emitter voltage, the current increases, right? With collector emitter voltage to remain at constant. So we are having this. So this is at say 0 volt, and this is at say 1 volt. So as you go on increasing this, we'll have this type of a graph. And this graph is actually similar to the forward bias characteristics of a PN junction diode. Forward bias characteristics of a PN junction diode. Yeah, is it so? So you can see that what reference you can draw from this. So as you go on increasing the collector emitter voltage, the current increases gradually, and then the collector emitter voltage becomes constant. So this is the first thing. First point was it is similar to the forward bias characteristics of a PN junction diode, and the second one was the uh, uh, it depends on the collector emitter voltage. So we have two graphs. So when VC equal to 0 volt and when VC equal to 1 volt. So we are having two graphs like this, right? So for if you increase VC, then again we will have another voltage, right? Accordingly. So we are having that. Actually, this should not be VCE. This should be VCB. Yeah. Sorry, VEB. VBE, base emitter voltage. Sorry, this is base emitter voltage. बेस और एमीटर के बीच का वोल्टेज VBE, राइट? इसलिए कंफ्यूज हो रहा था. VBE at this graph is plotted between base emitter voltage and the base current. Okay, have you understood this? Right? So this is the input characteristic. Can you define this input characteristic? Input characteristics or input resistance in common emitter amplifier is defined as the ratio of change in base emitter current to the change in base current at constant. This is RI. I am writing here RI, right? So this is RI. This is not gamma. This is R, small r. R input. So I am writing here R in, right? So R in is defined as, that is the input resistance or input characteristics is defined as input characteristics or input resistance in common emitter amplifier is defined as the ratio of change in base emitter current to the change in base current at constant collector emitter voltage, at constant VCE, at constant VCE, collector emitter voltage. I guess it is clear to you. So this is the input characteristic. Now the second is the output characteristics. Now check it output characteristics. Similarly, as we have done this. So the output characteristics should be the graph between the output side, right? So what would be the output characteristics? Now for that we will have this as output current and the voltage across this. So we will have this as collector emitter voltage. So we are having current as IC and we are having collector emitter voltage at constant base current, right? Now we'll try to plot that graph again. So that graph will be in between the collector current like this. So here on the y-axis, I am going to take collector current, that is IC. On x-axis, I am going to take VCE, collector emitter voltage. Okay, so we are trying to plot a graph between these two. Again, the output characteristics is again the output resistance. So we'll be considering the output current and the output voltage. Okay, so VCE by IC will give you the output resistance. Now, if you go through the practicals, it is seen that as you go on increasing the collector emitter voltage, initially it rises to a certain point and then it becomes constant like this. So for different base current, we will have IB equal to 0, IB equal to, actually these are the graphs which actually we are expecting from your side to plot. So IB equal to 20 microamperes. If it is not visible, please listen it very carefully. IB at 20 microamperes. This is IB at 40 microamperes, right? So this is 40 microamperes, this is 20 microamperes, and this is 0, right? So as you go on increasing the base current, the collector current also increases. So this is the graph between collector emitter voltage to with respect to the collector current. Have you got this? This is output characteristics. Can you define this output characteristics again, as we have defined this as input characteristics? Similarly, we can define that. So output characteristics is nothing but the output resistance. The output resistance in common emitter amplifier, and that can be defined as the ratio of, this is RO. So resistance in the output, I am writing here RO. RO is equal to change in collector emitter voltage to the change in collector current at constant base current, IB. I guess it is visible to you. Yeah, is that visible? So we are having three characteristics actually. I have written here two. So input characteristics, that is which we look from the input side of the common emitter amplifier, and it is nothing but the input resistance, and this input resistance is defined as the change in base emitter current to the change in uh, base emitter voltage to the change in base current at constant collector emitter voltage. Okay, and the output characteristics is nothing but the output resistance, and it is defined as the ratio of change in collector emitter voltage to the change in collector current at constant base current. I guess it is understood. This is what I have written: VCE equal to 1, VC equal to 0, and from this graph you should be able to write 2 or 3 points on this graph, right? So by the output characteristic, what you can write on that output characteristic, as you can see over here, as you go on increasing the collector emitter voltage, the current increases and then it becomes constant. Then it becomes constant. So every time you are able to see, as you go on increasing the collector emitter voltage, the current rises and then it becomes constant. Okay, and as you go on increasing the voltage, it will remain constant. So it appears like this. So this is the first that you can write. On the second point, you can write, as you go on increasing the base current, the collector current also increases. Base current हम लोगों ने बढ़ा दिया तो collector current भी बढ़ता है. This is what can be inferred from this graph, right? So this is the input characteristic and this is the output characteristics. I guess it is understood to you. This is for the common emitter amplifier. Why we are studying common emitter amplifier? Because this is the best configuration and it is having low input impedance, comparatively high output impedance. It has high current gain, high voltage gain, and that's why we are studying this. So we are having these two characteristics. There is one more that is called as the transfer characteristic, right? Transfer characteristic is nothing but the current base current amplification factor, right? So base current amplification factor, that we are calling it as the transfer characteristics. So I will rub this. So transfer characteristics is the third one, and as I've told you, that is nothing but the base current amplification factor. So can you define that base current amplification? I guess you remember what is base current amplification factor. Base current amplification factor alpha in common emitter amplifier is defined as the output current upon the input current, that is IC upon IB. The change in collector current to the change in base current, and therefore we are taking it in the on the x-axis we are taking it base current, and on y-axis we are taking it the collector current, right? So this is the transfer character. Transfer characteristics means that what is the gain of how the output is varying with respect to the input. That is what it means, the transfer characteristics. How the output is being reciprocated, how the output we get, and what is the say what is the relation between the base current and the collector current, or the input current and the output current. That is what it means as a transfer characteristics. So the transfer characteristics is nothing but the curve between plotted between the base current on x-axis and collector current on the y-axis. It is again nothing but the current amplification factor, which we call it as the base current amplification factor. And the graph, it shows that it is linear, and this is at constant VCE. VCE. So this is at constant VCE, right? हम लोगों ने इसको define किया है. The base current amplification factor in common emitter amplifier is defined as the ratio of change in collector current to the change in base current at constant collector emitter voltage. So remember that definition, and that is nothing but the transfer characteristic. Now this transfer characteristic, as you can see that from the graph, it is a linear, right? So it varies, yeah. So it varies according, as you go on increasing the base current, the collector current also increases. So this is the transfer characteristic, and the graph shows it is a linear graph. It is a linear. They are non-linear. They are not linear. They are changing, right? So they are not constant. But this is a linear graph. This we call it as a linear graph. So again, we can have 2 point on that. The graph, the transfer characteristic of common emitter configuration is linear. That is, as the collector, as the base current increases, the collector current also increases, right? And a very small current flows in the collector current with IB equal to 0. This current is known as the leakage current, that is ICBO. Okay, so I guess it is there in that. Oh, they're written over there. So this is the alpha that we can write here. So alpha is nothing but change in IC by change in IB at constant VCE. At constant VCE. I guess it is visible to you, right? So this is nothing but the current amplification factor. So these three characteristics are there, which are associated with common emitter amplifier. This is a common emitter amplifier in which the emitter is supposed to be common with the input as well as the output. The input is applied across the base and emitter, and the output is taken across the collector emitter. The emitter is supposed to be common grounded, right? So that is why it is called as a common emitter amplifier. Now we are having three characteristics. I'm just repeating it for you. So we are having three characteristics in common emitter amplifier. The first one is the input characteristics, second one is the output characteristics, and third one is the transfer characteristics. In input characteristics is nothing but the input resistance, right? So the input resistance of common emitter amplifier can be defined as the input voltage upon input current. So input voltage over here is the base emitter voltage, and the input current is the base current, right? So we can define it at constant VCE, collector emitter voltage. Okay, so the input resistance or the input characteristics is defined as in common emitter amplifier are in as the ratio of change in base emitter voltage to the change in base current at constant collector emitter voltage. And we can plot a graph between the base emitter voltage and the base current. And we are able to see that this graph is similar to the forward bias characteristics of a PN junction diode. And as you go on increasing the base emitter voltage, initially there is no current flowing through the no base current flowing through the transistor, but after some time the current will start increasing with the base emitter voltage will remain constant. And as you can see, third point you can write that as you go on increasing the collector emitter voltage, the base current also increases. The base current also increases. So this was what is can be inferred from this input characteristics. Now for the output characteristics is again the ratio of the output voltage upon output current, and that we call it as RO. So output voltage is nothing but the collector emitter voltage, and output current is the collector current. Okay, so collector current, that is IC. So we can define that output characteristics or output resistance in common emitter configuration is defined as the ratio of change in collector emitter voltage to the change in collector current at constant base current, Now we are keeping this base current as constant while taking the output characteristics. Okay, so we'll be keeping this base current 0 amperes, 20 microamperes, 40 microamperes, 60 microamperes, and so on, right? And we are able to see that as you go on increasing the base current, the collector current also increases, right? And in the first point, we can write, so as you go on increasing the collector emitter voltage, initially the collector current increases and then it becomes constant. So you see these three lines will show you three different positions of three different base current voltage. So we are keeping base current constant. Here we have kept base current equal to 0. Here we have kept base current equal to 20 microamperes. Here we are keeping it base current equal to 40 microamperes. So if you go on increasing the base current, the collector current also increases. This is what you are expected to write in the output characteristics. The last characteristic of the common emitter configuration is the transfer characteristic. In transfer characteristics is nothing but the current amplification factor. So how the amplifier is going to amplify the current, right? So that is how you are going to derive it. You are going to plot a graph between the input current upon the output current. That is the base current upon the collector current. So keeping the collector emitter voltage as constant. So as you are able to see, if you keep collector emitter voltage, we'll have a linear graph. Means as you go on increasing the base current, the collector current also increases. So we are having a linear graph on that. I guess you have understood the concepts of the characteristics of common emitter amplifier. If you have any questions, you can ask me on that. Do you have any questions? Yes? Anybody can unmute and let me know. Unfortunately, we are not able to do the practicals. But if you do the practicals, we expect that these types of graphs should come in your practicals, right? So we are doing all these characteristics, input characteristics, output characteristics, and the transfer characteristics. So we are having these three characteristics of common emitter amplifier configuration. I guess you have understood these three characteristics. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining. And I'll be uploading more videos of electronics on my YouTube channel. Please go through my YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe, and please comment if you have any issues on that so that I can rectify myself. Thank you once again and see you in the next class. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Stay home. Stay safe. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Good day.